Hello everyone, and welcome once again to the Heir's Lair. I'm your host, Jonathan Taylor. This is somewhat unusual to me. I don't usually post two videos in the Writers and the Premise miniseries this close together, but when you have two good ideas, you don't want any of them to go to waste. So, while I did the Lost in the Mountains one, you can check it out right there, I still wanted to do the Day at the Beach one. But then as I came up with ideas, I realized those really, some of the ideas I came up with would really work better with longer stays. So instead of day at the beach, it's stay at the beach. That being said, let's start, shall we? I have yeah. I really should have drunk a bit before filming. Anyway, I got 8 ideas right here. Somehow, most of them seem to be British, because coincidence. Anyway, let's get started. William Shakespeare. Two rival pirate crews discovered they planned their shore leaves at the same time on the same island. They decide against attempting violence against each other, but they realize that they are not above pulling pranks on each other. Jane Austen. A group of sisters visit their family's seaside estate and find out that a group of brothers is visiting the neighboring estate. The brothers court the sisters secretly, tell each other, and both groups tell each other about all of the intrigue that's going on around their surrounding their families. How the fuck did you scroll down? Okay. And then together they manage to figure out how to address all of the problems that they've been facing. Charles Dickens. Charles Dickens would go full hog for this idea, and he would write a story with a dual protagonists, and more precisely dual POVs. The first protagonist would be a serving boy who works at a seaside resort, and wondering how many days he'll have to go without supper over the course of his job. And the second perspective will be that of a rich guest who is constantly annoyed that his 5th whiskey soda of the day is being brought to him half a minute late. H.P. Lovecraft. The protagonist decides to spend a vacation in a seaside village. However, the more time he spends there, the more he starts to notice things and symbols that are happening around this village. The more he delves into investigating what these symbols are, the more he realizes two distinct things. 1. The village is secretly controlled by otherworldly deities seeking to conquer the planet, and 2. He is looking forward to supporting that plan. Agatha Christie. This one obviously starts off with a murder. However, somewhat coincidentally, the murder takes place at a hotel where Hercule Poirot also happens to stay. So he orders that the hotel get closed down so he can investigate it and find out how this mystery took place. His investigation reveals 3 affairs, 5 embezzlement schemes, 2 bootlegging operations, not bootlicking, though that would be funny too, and 4 blackmailing initiatives. And all of them are somehow connected to the murder. Don't ask. Okay. I really should stop moving my hand. It keeps shifting my writing. Anyway, J.D. Salinger. The protagonist runs away to the beach, gets himself in trouble with some scammers, including some people he used to think were his friends, and then goes back and rethinks his life. Stephen King. A young couple goes to a seaside resort for their honeymoon. Once there, they learn of the various unexplained disappearances occurring throughout the town, over its history, and even encounter some of the guilty parties. All of them are secretly brewing something big. And last but not least, Neil Gaiman. While on vacation, the protagonist discovers the resort she's staying at has a secret, or conceals a secret, and asking about it brings her nothing but barely concealed ire. As she searches for clues to unravel this mystery, She draws both the hostility of her hosts and new and unclassifiable perils. They might not be as separate as one would assume. And yeah, this was my video for this week. Nothing too fancy, but I hope you enjoyed it nonetheless. If you did, then please leave a like for this video and maybe also share it wherever you think other people will like it as well. If you have anything you'd like to add to any part of what I said, the comment section awaits your input. And if you want to see when my next video gets released, well then please subscribe. And ideally also ring the bell or do whatever else YouTube will ask of you in order to keep you notified. In any case, thank you for your attention. My own book, Heir to the Empire, The Next Generation, is available at most major book retailers under a master link in the description down below, right past my social media, which I also suggest you check out, should you feel so inclined. Until next time, I'm Jonathan Taylor, and this has been The Heir's Lair.